What if I told you that the biggest thing that is stopping you from living your life is your need to be liked by everyone? Hi everyone, I'm Anchika, and recently I read the book The Courage to Be Disliked. And instead of giving you a full on summary, I want to share some lessons which made me think. Think about how many times you have to change your decision so that everyone likes you. You want to post a video on YouTube, but you don't post it because your friends might see it and they will bully you, and your relatives might see it and they will tell your parents, and the parents would not like the version you are becoming. So if your goal in life becomes being liked by everyone, so in the end you'll slowly start living by the expectations that people will set for you, and those expectations will kill you slowly, as there isn't a single bar which the society will accept. If you will be courageous, people might think that you are arrogant. If you are quiet, people might think you are boring. And if you are focusing on something and working hard for it, people might think that you are obsessed with some petty thing. And all this doesn't mean that you have to be disliked by every single person, every other person, but the end goal should be do what you want, what you actually want to do. And from the book, I want to quote some line was kinda, which made me think about it. The philosopher says, a stone is powerless. Once it has begun to roll downhill, it will continue to roll until it released from the natural laws of gravity and inertia. But we are not stones. We are beings who are capable of resisting inclination. We can stop our tumbling selves and climb uphill. The desire for recognition is probably a natural desire. So, are you going to keep rolling downhill in order to receive recognition from others? Are you going to wear yourself down like a rolling stone until everything is smoothed away? When all that is left is a little round ball, would that be the real I? It can't be. This is my favorite one. Basically, whenever you are stressed or worried about someone's opinion, ask yourself a simple question: whose task is this? For example, you created a YouTube video. Your task was simply to create the video, improve your content, improve your editing style, or be honest in the video. Whether someone likes it or find it cringy, it's their task, it's their opinion. You can't change it. And likewise, your friend asked you for something and you said no because you wanted to prioritize yourself. So you do not need to over explain to him or rewrite your messages again and again and again. That's not something you should do because it's their task to react, to form an opinion. Your task was simply saying no. Basically, the whole idea is to separate your task from everyone else's task. Your past influences you, but it doesn't have to decide your future. Maybe you once spoke in front of everyone and everybody laughed, and now you lack the courage to speak in front of everyone. You say, I'm not confident enough to speak in front of people. Or maybe someone hurt you and now you say that you don't trust people. The book asks a very uncomfortable question: are you describing yourself or are you protecting yourself? Sometimes the identity that we hold on to becomes the reason we don't change. We constantly tell ourselves that I'll be happy when I'll graduate, when I'll have this amount of subscribers, when I'll get this job. But whenever we achieve one goal, another one immediately appears. And I'm not saying that ambition is wrong, but if we are always preparing for a better future, when exactly are we living? So yeah, that's it for the video, and I think I have listed all the points that stuck to me. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.